Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening. What's up, man?
I'm good.
Bro,
We good.
we are here right now at Scout House,
Studios.
and this is gonna be the first podcast conversation with you. By the way, my name is Skinito. You guys can call me Q. And
Yes, sir.
there is a one goal tonight is to get to know this man right here and all the
Not me
things.
naman. Not me naman.
Aside from that, it's gonna
Uh,
come from you. All the things that you can share with us regarding the music industry. So tell us something about yourself first, bro.
So, my name's Ram.
Yes.
Music copyright lawyer.
Okay. So Attorney Ram. Should I call you Attorney Ram?
Ram's fine.
Sometimes I'll call you.
So-
I'll be calling you bro. Pero okay lang yan. But
Broski.
then, broski.
Yeah. So, this channel, this segment, we
Yeah.
discuss everything related to music, and we
Yeah.
are focused on helping inform
Really?
our listeners,
Really?
especially the artists
Okay.
out there to know more. Also, if you have questions, anything related to music law, you
Uh-huh.
can comment below and we'll do our best to answer everything.
Okay. So Attorney Ram, what is the music copyright law? I mean, this section of this life that we don't know about. Tell us briefly lang.
We go straight there, no?
Yeah, briefly lang.
Basically, music copyright is what protects the creators of
Okay.
music.
Sige, dun
What
pa lang
they-
medyo it's already a handful eh. What is copyright ba? Kunyari, if
Yeah.
you're gonna explain it to somebody na hindi alam.
Layman.
Yeah, layman. Make it layman. Make it very basic.
Yeah, so of course, songs need to be, if it's a lyrical
Mm-hmm.
musical work,
Yeah.
there's a composition
Mm-hmm.
and there's the melody,
Yes.
the beat. So
Okay.
you can consider those as compositions.
Right.
Yeah. So siguro mas easier to understand
Uh-huh.
for everyone, like the lyrics.
The lyrics.
Of course, it's written down by the artist.
Okay.
The moment that they write it down,
Uh-huh.
after they wrote down the lyrics, it's automatically protected by law.
Yun, narinig ko na yun before. May copyright na agad
Yeah.
daw. As in, the moment you think about a lyric and you actually write it down, even type, no matter what medium, no?
Kahit phone,
Oo.
yeah, you
So
write it
basically,
down in
pati
your
yung mga
notes.
5-year, let's say mga, those grade school na may mga homework, they were asked to make songs.
Yeah.
Copyright na nila yun.
As long as it's their original work,
Okay.
came from their minds.
Amazing. But
And
not everyone
then-
knows this, no? That's the problem, I think.
That's why we're
That's why we're here.
putting it out there.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm just so curious about this though. What do you think is the impact of music sa mga tao na kailangan natin itong bigyan ng pansin, ng sarili niyang segment? Kasi ang dami na ngayon mga podcasts or mga reels about any type of subject that the society is involved in. But I think music is just there in the background. But why do you think is it important na matugunan naman ng pansin, mabigyan naman siya ng spotlight? Especially yung mga sinasabi mo, yung protecting the creators' rights.
Yeah. So basically, it's in our society,
Yeah.
not even just in our country. It's
Oo.
pretty much taboo. Hindi siya masyadong napag-uusapan.
Wow.
Like yung rights of the artistic creator,
Yes.
the music composer.
Yeah.
So the lines are blurred
Okay.
if puro hindi siya napaalam
Okay.
sa public.
I'm gonna go
Like-
circle back again on your thought now, but excuse me for a while as I prepare my tea. Because this is gonna be a conversation of grown-up men about actually real stuff. But yeah, bro.
I'm not sure.
So yeah, but you're saying yun nga, it's there and people seem to kind of overlook the importance of it.
Yeah, because when you make these compositions, these songs,
Yes.
they are what we call sorry to for the term, but legally we call it intellectual property.
Okay. Yun na yung mabigat eh.
Yes.
It sounds like a real world thing now, guys.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna go to prison if I... Well, okay, balikan natin yan mamaya. So, and then?
So, by making these songs, meron siyang kaakibat na rights.
Okay.
the creator could
Human rights, Black Lives Matter. Anong klaseng rights to, bro? Let this become an explanatory. Let's make it layman. Go.
Yeah. So
Anong rights yan?
sorry, hindi siya layman pero economic rights.
Okay.
Basic explain ko na lang siya. Parang,
sige, ganito. You know what? Since we're both talking about this for the very first time, I'm telling you guys, honest to goodness, TBH, pinag-uusapan really namin to for the first time ngayon. Yeah. So, I am also a spectator for the very first time, just like you are. So, when you say economic rights, sabihin mo, correct me if I'm wrong, is it like the monetary side? Ano
yes.
Yun? Paano yun? Bakit?
Yes.
Explain.
Parang mapapansin nyo, naririnig nyo yung pag-exploit nung isang bagay. So, ibig sabihin, pagkakakitaan yung creative work mo.
Shit.
Like,
am I allowed to randomly just throw out expletives there? Sorry.
I think,
shit. Okay. Yeah. Pero pagkasabi mo na pinagkakakitaan, it sounds already so... Does that supposed to mean... Is it like a negative thing?
No, because there's a business side in music. So, I think ayun yung pretty self-explanatory for everybody na pag gumawa ka nitong song na to, pwede siyang gamitin at pwede siyang kumita ng pera.
Okay.
Yeah. So, pinoprotektahan ng law yung creator ng music na yun na pinangangalagahan yung rights niya.
You say that in English because I can't even understand. Pinangangalagahan ng rights. Go. Ano
their rights are being protected by law. Okay. So they can't be used arbitrarily
without your consent.
Yes. Basically.
Okay.
Correct.
Stop right there. It's getting a bit heavy and a lot of information.
Kaya na lang sumabay dyan.
Hindi pa. I'm trying to put myself in all of our millions of people, maybe possible people who might see this real. And I'm beginning to think, okay, balik tayo dun sa when it comes to earning. Dun ako, syempre, my ears are suddenly glowing bright red there. So may pera sa music industry. Is it true?
Of course.
Okay,
of
bro.
Course.
Can you tell me, sige, let's catch everyone's attention right now. Give me the magnitude of how much money is being made in the music industry by a performer in the Philippines. A songwriter, musician. Go ahead.
Syempre,
the magnitude of the wealth, bro.
Depende siya sa clout nung isang artist, no?
Okay.
Pero
give me the biggest, the wildest money that could be made.
It's really a multi-million industry.
And we're talking about dollars or pesos?
Well,
depends where you are.
Depends where you are. Pero sa Pilipinas, you can say multi-million pesos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wala pa tayong multi-million-dollar Filipino performer because of their songs?
Well, technically, I don't know the exact. Pero ang dami, like live performances.
Okay.
Pwede siyang umabot talaga ng billions of peso talaga.
Show me all the instances where a musician/songwriter performer could be raking in money. Sige, live performances, you said. What else?
Yeah, so there's thing as kunyari ginamit siya sa commercial, ginamit siya sa movie.
Okay, what do you call that?
Yeah, so
commercial, movie or TV?
It's called synchronization.
What's that?
Synchronization.
Okay, synchronization.
So we'll get there, I guess, in due time. But for example, your song was used in a commercial or in a movie. It has to get licensed.
Okay.
Synchronization license yung tawag.
So if I am the singer and I wrote the song, do I get 100% of all the money or do I share it with someone? Paano ba to?
Actually,
am I jumping corners already or
it's okay. I'll get you right back.
Sige, go.
Because so I guess in a while pag-usapan din natin malaking bagay yung contracts dito sa music industry na
definitely.
Yeah, because pero may mga safety net naman katulad nung, for example, the song is written by two people or more than two.
Okay.
Of course, if they have an agreement on their sharing of kung magkano yung percentage nila of the song.
Yeah.
Ayun yung susundin. Yung the contract is the law
Okay.
between them.
Okay. Before we get into contracts, again, that's a heavy word, bro. Heavy word, Attorney Ram.
Yeah.
Let's just drop some names right now. Let's say Beanie, of course. Diba? Talagang sabi nila, mainit eh. Mainit na mainit sila. And do you think that they are, number one, magandang question to. Oh my gosh, I just thought about this right now.
Go.
Do you think they're being protected by the right contracts and by the copyright law na lang? Simplehan natin.
Of course, but you have to, it begs the question eh.
Oo.
Who wrote the songs?
Yun ang magandang talaga.
Who wrote the songs?
Do you know ba who wrote their songs? Or are
I-
you familiar with it ba?
Since my employment made me aware,
Privy to some of the ideas.
privy of who the composers are.
Yes.
Because well, just so you know, in-house,
I can feel that he's already thinking, should I share? It's okay, man. Go.
as I was saying, the reason why I know these things,
Yes.
like yung composers ng Beanie, etc., because I'm the in-house counsel for PhilSCAP.
Okay.
In-house counsel, ibig sabihin ko yung abogado ng PhilSCAP.
Attorney ka talaga.
Mukha lang akong kriminal. Pero
that is gonna go to the viral, so it's gonna go to the reels. Yung sinabi mo.
pero pumasa naman ako ng bar
Amazing.
exam. 2019, kaya nyo ma-check yun sa Supreme Court website.
Ayun.
Andun yung pangalan ko.
But I can't believe I said that.
Yeah.
Attorney ka naman. Of course
Yeah.
you are, brother.
And then, nagpi-feeling lang talaga ako. Di ko alam ba't ako nandito.
Actually,
may malando lahat. Pero, going back, the organization that I work for, where I render my legal services, my music copyright legal services, is called PhilSCAP. Short for Filipino Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers.
okay.
So, a little bit of background. For example, sinong favorite mong music artist?
Philippine,
Kahit
local?
sino.
Damn, that's right now.
Kahit sino.
SZA.
SZA.
Yeah, dude. Or si Kendrick Lamar.
Sabihin natin si SZA.
Okay.
Si SZA, pinatugtog yung Kill Bill or any of her songs sa Revel.
Okay.
Pinatugtog siya sa Revel.
Okay.
SZA needs to get paid for that.
Okay.
Because her song, the intellectual property that I was talking about earlier, was used in a business. So, kumita yung...
Pinagkakitaan.
Ginamit ng Revel yung kanta niya para sa business nila.
You mean to say every single time they play, every night of the week?
Ideally.
Ideally.
So, going back, SZA needs to get paid for that.
Oh, wow.
How does she get paid? So, yung PhilSCAP, pinapadali na yung buhay ng artist. Because siya yung nangongolekta for the businesses.
Oh, wow.
They do that via licenses. Parang LTO.
Okay.
Imagine mo parang LTO. Kailangan mo ng license para makapag-drive. Dito naman, sa public playing nung kanta, kailangan mo ng license para freely ma-play mo yung kanta sa establishment mo.
So wait, let me stop you right there. Not all establishments are doing this. Imposibleng lahat nagbabayad. Right?
Yeah. Because...
I'm telling you,
true,
for sure, like, you're talking about clubs or bars.
Yeah.
What about other establishments? Do they have to do this too?
According to the law.
Saglit lang.
I don't wanna go there, but according to the law.
Yes.
Basta public playing ng kanta is kailangan mo ng permission.
Yes.
Or authorization.
Okay. Authorization, these licenses, again, these are heavy words. I want to go back again to the list of the things where a musician, songwriter can earn money here in the Philippines. One, you said earlier, live performances. Number two, you said something about like commercials being used in TV. That's synchronization, tama ba?
Yeah, but
before you say but, kasi continue, give me other, meron pa yan eh. May list ba to or does it end with those two lang?
Hindi, meron pa.
Okay, go ahead.
Pero I don't wanna cut you. Pero
sige.
Kasi parang it's easier for everybody to understand
Okay.
first yung na-mention ko kanina. Kasi naputol tayo.
So, pinaputol kita? Or... Kasi gusto kong tinutulungan kita eh.
Hindi. Okay. Tapusin ko lang yung thought ko sa Philscap, my guy.
Sige. Because we went to Philscap because nandun na tayo sa licenses na napunta eh. But before dun, I think I asked you first if you could tell me where the musicians in the Philippines would normally earn money.
Yeah.
Okay, but sige, tuloy mo yung sinasabi mo.
Where was I before I was rudely interrupted? I'm just kidding.
No way, dude.
So, si SZA. Let's go back to SZA.
Yeah.
Pinlay ng club yung kanta ni SZA.
Yes, we were there.
The club needs to pay SZA for using her song.
Okay. Noted.
So, kung ikaw si SZA, ikaw yung artist, ang hirap naman pag iisa-isahin mo yung mga establishments na nagpatugtog sa'yo, di ba? Na parang, kakato ka sa restaurant, uy, patugtog nyo ako, kailangan nyo ako bayaran. Tapos, iisa-isahin mo sila. So, it's very difficult for the artist. Okay. So, Philscap makes it easier for the music composer, the artist who wrote the music.
Yeah.
Makes them easier to get paid.
Okay.
So, kunyari, yung example ko kanina, yung club, nagpatugtog ng kanta ni SZA.
Yeah.
Kailangan niya kumuha ng license kay Philscap para freely makapag-play, publicly play ng mga kanta.
Gets.
Without risk of legal action. Kasi kung hindi niya binayaran yun, that's considered as copyright infringement.
Okay.
Which is against the law. It's actually civilly and criminally liable.
Again, I understand that you are really a lawyer and nahihirapan akong intindihin yung mga...
Keep up, man. Keep up.
I'm keeping up, but I'm actually trying to put myself in the shoes of those viewers.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, I understand. Pero...
talaga?
Of course.
Oh, nice.
I wouldn't sign up for this.
That's great. That's great.
But I want to put myself in the shoes of those people na parang hindi sila naku-culture shock. Ang daming terms eh. Kaya binabagalan ko siya as much as possible. So, what if...
That's true. Thank you.
Scenario... I got you, guy. I got you, my guy. So, what if... This is the scenario.
Yo.
What if an establishment is playing music but it's through the radio? Paano naman yun? Like they're, for example, 99.9 or Monster.
Yeah.
O paano yun? Do they have to pay pa rin or?
Same thing. That's broadcast. So, it's actually publicly playing pa rin.
Who's paying now? Yung store? Or yung, for example, let's say Uniqlo.
Yes.
For some reason, they're playing...
a radio station.
Which they don't really do that.
Yeah.
But if ever they do...
For example,
Uniqlo is...
hypothetically.
Playing Monster 93.1.
Yeah.
Are they going to pay, or is it just Monster 93.1 playing and then paying for that song?
Very good question, my guy.
Diba? I'm listening I told you.
Actually, nagkakaso yan.
Wow.
Nagka-landmark case yan. Umabot sa Supreme Court. The highest tribunal of the Philippines.
Wow.
Because according to the Supreme Court, which whatever their decisions are, is equivalent to a law.
Okay, of course. Supreme Court na yun eh.
Ganun yung batas. According to them, kailangan magbayad nung radio station ng license para publicly makapag-play nung kanta sa mga through the airwaves.
Yes.
And to reach the public, whoever is listening to them.
Yeah.
And tapos yung business na nagpapatugtog nung radio na ginagamit sa business niya, kailangan pa rin magbayad ulit.
So double?
Hindi naman siya double single kasi naging dual purpose na siya.
Okay.
Yung license na binabayaran ng radio station for the purposes of makapag-play sila freely through their station.
Hindi siya dapat gamitin
hanggang dun lang. Sabi ng Supreme Court, hanggang dun ka lang. Hanggang dun lang yung binayaran mo. Tapos pag ginamit na yun ng, let's say, restaurant, nagpapatugtog ng radyo.
Let's say Mang Inasal decides to play, yun na nga, like what we said.
Yeah. Kailangan, yun, different use na siya according sa Supreme Court. Kailangan na magbayad ni Mang Inasal for another license to use it for their business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Just the mention of Supreme Court already makes me feel like
dude, but
this is getting so serious, man.
it is the world we live in.
I know.
Yeah.
So let's round that up again. I want to go back to that part when you said live performances, and also when, let's say, a commercial or a TV show uses your song for synchronization.
Mm-hmm.
What else pa? Other venues or
so
ways to earn.
Yeah, so yung concerts na nabanggit na natin.
Concerts ba? That's live performances. Okay.
Yeah, can consider that as that category. Tapos, there's this, again, I don't want to use highfalutin words.
Yes,
but,
try your best not to.
Pero there's this thing called DSPs.
Highfalutin. Digital ba yan?
Digital Service Providers.
Sorry, humuhula lang ako pero.
Ang galing mo. Pwede ka ng music lawyer, dude.
Pwede na rin ako pumasa ng bar.
Oo. So, ito, DSPs yung tawag sa kanila, Digital Service Providers. Pero ito, mas magagets na ng mga tao to.
Yeah.
Yung mga DSPs, ayan yung mga Spotify.
Yun.
Mga YouTube.
Right.
Mga YouTube, mga TikTok.
Apple Music. TikTok is also part of that?
Yes, they're DSPs.
So, digital service
providers.
I thought it was digital streaming platforms. Parang ganun din. No?
Nah.
Hindi pala ako pwede maging lawyer, guys.
It's technically...
I just failed the bar.
It's digital service providers.
Sige, wag natin baguhin.
Funny thing is, hindi naman yan tinatanong sa bar. Actually, lahat nga ng mga pinagsasabi ko dito, di tinuro sa law school.
Yeah.
Nalaman ko lang talaga to
nagfi-feeling lang ako.
nalaman ko lang talaga to dahil sa trabaho.
Sa work na, no? In real life na, corporate job.
Yeah. Music law is very, very... kumbaga hilaw pa siya dito sa Pilipinas.
Oo, no? It's very niche.
Hindi siya tinuturo sa
wait
school.
lang. Let's layman it up. What is a niche? It's so particular.
It's so focused to that particular subject.
Correct.
So, again, yun.
Wait lang, basagin ko. How many music lawyers do you know in real life? I mean, that have made it big already. That do you look up
made
to?
It big, wala.
Wala, no? There's no life in music law.
Made it big, wala. Pero, honestly speaking, music lawyer na kilala ko, sarili ko.
Okay, aside from loving your own.
Because I love myself.
We all do.
Sabi nga, ikaw nga ni Justin Bieber. Kaya, love yourself.
So it's really something na parang hindi mo masabing, I'm looking
very
up to this guy.
Very rare.
That I wanna be like him. Walang ganun. There's no path carved yet. You're carving it now.
You can say that.
Okay.
I guess you can say that.
That's good.
So, going back to the DSPs, yung mga Spotify na yan, yung mga YouTube na yan. Syempre, yung mga artists, nagre-release sila ng kanta dun sa mga DSPs.
Yeah.
Tapos depends on the listens, yung tawag.
Hindi streams.
The listens sa Spotify. Or views sa YouTube. So, binabayaran sila as creators nung DSPs na yun.
Amazing.
Meron silang mga specific na payment.
Kumikita pala talaga sa Spotify.
Payment rates. Yeah, dude.
Meron talaga.
Yeah.
Galing, I just feel like I thought it was all like, I'm on Spotify. But people really earn from there pala. Nice.
Yes, sir.
What about meron pa bang iba? Aside from DSPs, live performances, commercials, TV shows. Balikan natin yan later, Pero, meron pa bang ibang ways to earn if I'm a musician and I'm writing the song myself? Where else can I earn money from?
If you're strictly a composer but you're not performing your songs, of course you can sell your composition.
Sell it, no?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the industry that you're in. It's pretty vague right now. Ang alam lang ng tao is singers, what they see, concerts. What else is happening in that industry?
So I guess an important factor, of course, are the players in the music industry. Sino yung mga nagko-consist ng ecosystem na yun.
Whoa! Okay, ecosystem.
Yeah, ecosystem. So, there are, first and foremost, the most important, the backbone are the music creators.
Sige.
So, music creators, sila yung nagko-compose nung kanta, nung lyrics. Sila yung gumagawa ng beat, nung melody.
Producers ba to? Iba?
Yeah, part yung producers doon. And yung composers.
Composers.
And a very important player also are the publishers.
Publishers.
So publishers, yung ginagawa nila, of course, pag nakagawa na ng kanta si composer and yung producer, nakagawa na ng beat, na nakasulat na ng lyrics.
Yeah.
Yung publishers, basically, sila yung naglalako ng kantang nagawa mo. Naglalako sa mga sa TV, sa commercial, para magamit yung kanta mo para mapagkakitaan, ma-exploit.
Sorry to cut you there, not cutting you entirely, but publisher, ano yung isa? Is it recording label? Ano yun? Pareho lang ba sila? Tell me more about that.
The label?
Magkaiba ba yun?
Magkaiba yun.
Okay.
Magkaiba yun. Basically, yung publisher, sila yung nag-e-exploit nung...
Ooh!
Yeah, we'll go back there.
Sila
yung... Yeah, they make sure
you might be ruffling a few feathers here of the publishing industry.
No, that's what
okay
it's
lang?
called.
Okay lang ba yun?
That's what... that's the term used talaga in the contract.
I never thought to hear exploit.
Yeah,
okay.
For a lack of a better term.
Talaga
naging
ba?
Ayun na yung naging staple term used in the music industry.
Intense.
They exploit your songs.
Oh my gosh.
Ibig sabihin, they maximize the use of your song.
So it's not supposed to be a bad thing?
No, because everybody wins. The artist gets paid. The publishers get their share of doing their service.
Wow.
Kasi sila ngayon naglalako ng kanta mo, 'di ba? Parang of course may mga relationship yan with TV commercial. Yan, yung mga yan kailangan ng mga kanta niyan eh. 'Di ba? Isipin mo, hassle naman ng teleserye pag walang intro song, 'di ba? Parang
so can you say that word again for the third time?
Exploit?
And
bakit? But why does that make you cringe?
Yeah, but true to form, as a lawyer, talagang nailusot mo siya. Sabi mo, it's actually not supposed to be a bad thing.
It is not.
Naipanalo mo yung kaso na yun, attorney.
It is not. Because everybody wins. Like, pag gumawa ka ng kanta, tapos,
grabe.
'Di ba? Parang most of the artists, gusto nila kumita dun sa nagawa nilang kanta.
Yeah.
So,
ayun yung is there any better term for that? Well, as we move forward with this topic.
Monetize.
Monetize.
Pero pag yan, again, going back to the contracts, pagdating sa contracts, ayun yung more often than not, ayun yung makikita mong term dun. Exploit your...
Wow.
Yeah. So, yung mga artists, they assign or inauthorize nila yung publishers na gamitin yung kanta nila na ma-introduce nga dun sa mga commercial. Oy, gusto niya ba gamitin to? Blah, 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 blah. Tapos yun.
Basically like salesman. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so you have publishers.
Mm-hmm.
You have the producers or the creators.
Yeah. Tapos, we go to... Magkaiba yung... I wanna distinguish lang. Magkaiba yung music creator, yung composer.
Okay.
Magkaiba yung performer. Sometimes, they're one in the same.
Tell us about it.
Kunwari, what's a good example? Si Local or
local, sure, local.
Local, si Rico Blanco. Si Rico Blanco writes his songs and he performs his songs.
Yeah.
So he wears two hats.
Okay. Is that the perfect scenario, or could there be any other more perfect scenario than a performer singing his own songs, or eto na yun? Gusto mo ba yung mga ganang tanong?
Oh, well...
Do you like that, attorney? Gusto mo ba yung mga ganang tanong?
Mas modern. Si Dionella.
Mas modern. Si Rico Blanco, you're also still modern.
Yeah.
Okay. But Dionella.
Si Dionella writes his songs and he performs his songs.
Wow.
So, they wear two hats. They're the music creator and they're the performers as well.
Amazing!
So, sometimes, the performer is not the composer.
And when that happens, they come into a lot of problems, for sure.
Not necessarily pag maganda yung agreement, 'di ba? Kapag pag may contract. And more often than not, hindi naman na-perform ng walang authority